name is Michael Chukwemeka Victor, and I'm a marketer and also an advisor. A marketer generally needs to reach out to people, prospective clients, get their reviews. You have to just reach out, you have to talk, and sometimes it can be exhausting, but you don't have any other job than to talk.
My name is Ola. I am a data analyst. Basically, I work across various departments, identify their data points, help them analyze it, and optimize their processes using data.
I have to always be on my boss's neck as an executive assistant, trying to get him to do things at the right time when it's needed, trying to get everyone to do what they're supposed to do. Supervising, I do a lot of that.
A typical day in my work life is essentially managing a lot of people and managing a lot of moving parts. So because we're a peculiar business in the sense that we manage sort of buildings as Airbnbs, but then the operation is not exactly a hotel.
Usually clients would, send us an email, we send a questionnaire, they fill it, admin responds, and once they are ready to proceed, they make a deposit. Then we swing into work, see the menu they've chosen, we raise a budget, call on all our suppliers, vendors, prep work starts. At the venue, food is finished, we serve the dinner, and after that we pack down, we come back. Even when we do well, we always try to still review and not just clap for ourselves and not look for ways to improve.
The recent economic situation in Nigeria is very interesting. Interesting in the sense that we're supposed to be positive about the situation, but I think in recent times this has been the most intense financial or economic year.
I don't think for anybody, not just me as a data analyst, despite your category poor, middle class, rich, you are literally fighting and readjusting your lifestyle choices to fit your income consistently, and pretty difficult.
So you know how challenging it can be when you already have a list of what to buy at the end of the month, when a particular set of money comes into your hand. And you get to the market and obviously you are wowed by the person selling to you, telling you that this market is no longer the same way you came 2 days ago. So, it just would devastate and change your buying or your list plan.
It is something one can almost cry for. It's terrible. It gets bad every minute. Just like the dollar, it rises faster than my heartbeat. So that's a lot of mental stress coming out from work. It just messes with you, but we manage.
I remember there was a time whereby I needed money to attend to school fees. So it made me, I had to just go to do extra work for somebody, a particular work that normally I won't be able to do. I'm not supposed to, because it's very, very degrading. But because of that money, I had to, because of the money to solve that need, I had to just take up that side job to just do it for the person. It didn't pay me much, but because of the fact that I needed to just let that problem leave me, that was what I had to do. It was very, very exhausting.
Usually I'm paid monthly, and so before the end of the month, of course, when the pay comes, you have a budget, you strict things, but life happens. So things come up and you don't know what to do basically. So that kind of situation, your first instinct is to try and dip into your savings. Then the next instinct is to look for a form of credit, whether from family or friends or from financial institutions and things like that, depending on how severe the emergency is.
My name is Lainka Darakone, and I'm the People Operations Lead at Pade. So People Operations is another way of saying Human Resources Manager. And what I do with people is just, number one, to optimize their productivity, to ensure that they are well groomed for work and they are doing the work at the right time and in the right condition, while I'm also ensuring profitization for the organizations. I've learned to understand my people. I've learned to read their countenance, their faces. So when I'm doing like my morning ward round, I'm looking around and just scanning for things like how this person is looking. So just by their looks, right, I can decipher what they can probably be going through. And it's time for me to now ask, hey, what's up? You look tired. Have you had some rest? What's happening with you? And we get to start talking. There's family-related problems. There is finance-related problem. There is lifestyle management problems. And there's possibly mental health relations.
We have a lot of young people working with us and working for us. They're currently building lives, right? A lot of the time, by the middle of the month, there's a financial challenge.
When I have to dip into savings or borrow from a friend, I feel heartbroken. I take loans and cut into savings a lot of times. Sometimes I have to break the bank so that I can get it now before it's more expensive during the end of the month.
Instead of the economy affecting business, I mean, everybody is taking some sort of hit. Even the bougie people now are looking for options, so it's a problem.
When you identify people's problem, the ideal thing is to start looking out for solutions. When I hear the things that they are going through, the first thing that comes to my mind is, what can I do, or what can the organization do to buffer this problem, to ensure that they are productive for the day? If the company has supported you before now, we can't do that every time. So now we have earned wage access by Pade. What does that do? I will just say that yesterday I was running through the dashboard of earned wage access and I saw a lot of withdrawals. And in my mind I'm like, if there was no earned wage access, these people would have come to my table. So now what happened is that it was the weekend. They probably had the financial issues and they solved it over the weekend. They came to the office, they are looking brighter, they are looking better.
Earned wage access, the first time I heard it, it was, wow, finally. The fact that I could touch money, like, okay, I've worked and I have money I could take out from rather than borrowing, it saves you a lot of emotional stress, mental stress.
Using earned wage access by Pade, it helps me not to worry.
I no longer want to be tempted to do a degrading job just to make sure I get money to sort a need or to welcome a loan app.
I think employees accessing money before payday is any employee's dream, to be honest. My own people will be very excited because, at least maybe in this season, where they are just, it's like that end of the year, there's Christmas, there's school fees to be paid, there's this to be done, there's that to be done. So if they can collect advance.
It makes a lot of sense for us as employers to use earned wage access by Pade because there's no paperwork. It's less cumbersome. So I think it makes sense for us as a company to use it.
In as much as the response has been positive, there are people who have also expressed certain concerns about, what that means for them, right? In terms of spending habits, spending behaviors. Some people have said, oh, I feel like I would overspend, and for us at Pade, what we've done is, we based off of our research before launching EWA, we realized that these are possible concerns or kickbacks, right? And so what we did was partner with a financial literacy entity, Money Africa, to also provide, and attend to the educational part of, money matters. So we're not only bringing you closer to your money, we're also ensuring that you know how to manage your money, you know how to spend your money, and everything that you need to know to handle your money better.
Using earned wage access by Pade has improved my productivity. I don't have to worry about money. I don't have to worry about telling people my problems that I need money. If I want to go to work today and I feel like, oh, my budget is already too tight, I can just quickly access that money, take my Uber to work instead of start thinking, do I have to take this out or take this out? I can literally make such decisions on the go.
Quite excited about the way the market has received earned wage access by Pade. It's still early days, but the feedback that we've gotten from employees and employers validates why earned wage access by Pade is an essential financial flexibility tool.
When we designed earned wage access, the key operative intent that we were trying to build into it was control. Employees have realized, especially in the new world of work, that it's a symbiotic relationship between them and their employer. The smart employers are beginning to think about solutions that put some control into the hands of the employees. And one of such solutions is earned wage access.
For us at Pade, we're not only concerned about bringing you closer to your money, we're also very particular about ensuring that we deliver the resources and the knowledge that employees need to handle their money better.
It's an easier access. I can now access my money before payday.
It has boosting our morale. Now you work with excitement. Your efficiency is 100. You are happy to greet your boss with a smile, and it's original.
For organizations that are interested in offering earned wage access to their employees, the first step is to, if you are not already, be on Pade. Pade offers one of the best ways to do payroll, like I said, and you can reach out to us via our website, www.padehcm.com, or any of our social channels, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. We're at PadeHCM everywhere, and you request a demo. Once the demo is done and you're happy with what you see, we deploy the solution for you. We onboard all of your employees and bring in all your HR policies and payroll policies and all of that. And then you can begin to run really efficient payroll, first of all. And then once that is all done, you can now turn on the earned wage access benefit for your employees and allow your employees have more control over their finances.